light coming from everywhere. I can't get away from it.
Light? What
It's like light beams from every side of my place.
Yeah.
Let's do this. How you doing, Chana?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Loopy, but good.
My computer audio is not great though.
Oh.
Like the speakers aren't very loud.
Oh.
And I'm on my laptop now because look, my camera is way wider.
Oh.
And the only reason I used it the other day was because I was like, I need to switch between this class and like my work class because I had to do work.
Yeah.
And now my boss wants me to do more classes anyway. But oh, I'm still recording. Shoot. Okay. All right. So we are gonna do jump squats, the ones that you like slap the top of your legs. Jump squats, right?
Okay.
And then so 20 of those, 20 jump squats, 70 jumping jacks, and then 20 jump lunges. So all legs for warm up. Yes. Amy looks confused that with her internet. What?
Can you repeat that?
Okay. So 20 jump squats, 70 jumping jacks, and 20 jump lunges. But the jump squats where you tap your top of your legs. And go. Oh, I see. Alrighty, neck rotations. Other way. Up and down. Side to side. Ear to shoulder. Shoulder circles. Other way. Across your chest. Above your head. Pivoting. Stretch. Hip circles. Other way. All right, legs wide. Reaching down. Reach over to the left. Reach over to the right. Hang down in the middle again. Go a little lower if you can. All right, walk your hands forward. Put your hips down. Cobra stretch. Look to the right. Look to the left. Sit back for child's pose. Lean to the left. Reach to the right. Back to the center. And up on all fours. Right arm goes underneath left arm. Shoulder on the ground. Left hand on top of right hand. Other side. All right, back to the center. Get back flat on your stomach again. Right arm out, left foot to right arm. Other side. All right, and up. Actually, stay down. We're gonna do hip escapes across the mat, regular to forearm to hand. So I'm going to go across my mat, regular, turn around. I'm gonna go on my forearm, turn around, down my hand. Yeah. So hip escapes across your space, regular, forearm, hand. All right, next, regular hip escape, but we're gonna do 3 and then do a roll. So here, I'm gonna hip escape, I'm gonna keep my shoulder in place, I'm going to hip escape again, and then I'm gonna hip escape a 3rd time if I need to, and I'm gonna get all the way upside down and then do a roll. Here, roll. 1, 2, 3, roll. Modify for your space. Okay, we're gonna add on to that. So we're gonna do the same stay in place shrimp to a roll, and then we're gonna do arm drag. So here, arm drag, arm drag, arm drag, turn around, to the other side, roll, arm drag, arm drag, arm drag. Just to connect it, even though that probably feel like it happened. All right, next. Okay. Next is the sit up to hip thrust, and then we're going to add a sit out to it. So here, I'm going to hip thrust. I'm going to put my hand down. I'm going to sit out and turn. And then we'll get back on our, no, we'll do a forward roll just to get back on our backs. So turn, forward. So hip thrust, put my hand down, sit out, turn around, roll. I just keep adding shit to the movements. So here, hip thrust, hand down, sit out, turn, and then roll. All right, next. We're going to do a slow back roll to get up and then do a shot. So slow back roll, sit back, get up, do a shot. Right? So I'm going to do a back roll very slowly here. I'm going to sit back into that child's pose, get up, and go for the shot. Yes? You don't actually have to do the child's pose, just get yourself up to a shot. If there's a faster way for you to do that. Nice. Alrighty, time. Get some water, get your dummy. We're just going to review what we did on Wednesday and then add on. But the Wednesday thing, I'll go very quickly. Were you here last Friday, Michele?
No, but don't slow down for me. I will hang in there.
Dummy is falling apart. All right, so we're going to do the pass. There's there somewhere. There's. Okay, so we're gonna do the knee slide pass. So I'm holding on to their knees, push it into them, going to step in, step out, get here, grab the arm, put my arm down, knee slide, get into side control, and then I'm gonna put the dummy's hand here like it's defending. I'm gonna pull this out. They're not gonna let me get it underneath their arm, so I'm gonna get it over their arm. Here. So I have it trapped. And we're gonna do 3 submissions from there. We're gonna do the Americana, we're gonna do the triangle, and we're gonna do the loop choke. Or it's not really a loop choke, but we'll say it's a loop choke. So I have it trapped here. The first thing I'm gonna do is the Americana, so I can go underneath with this hand, underneath the shoulder. I'm gonna grab it, I'm gonna pull it. That's usually not gonna finish them. I'm going to transfer this hand over, put my elbow at the neck, grab the wrist, let go of the lapel, grab my own wrist, Americana. That's number 1. Number 2, lapel over the hand, trapped. I'm going to put my weight down that way, put my hand down. I'm going to make this leg light. I'm going to come around. I'm going to get into the triangle position. I can either finish the triangle from here, or as I'm moving, the momentum will roll me over and they'll also try to roll over. And I can finish the triangle from there, or I can get this armbar right here. So those are your options from this position. It's hard to sometimes finish the triangle from here. And then option 3 from this position, while they have their arm here, is the loop choke. So I'm going to get around. I'm going to pass the lapel to the other hand. They're going to pop their hand out. I'm going to put my hand into that hole from the outside in, grab my tricep, and I'm going to lean back a little bit. My hand here is pulling, and this hand is pushing down. So start from the pass into the 3 submissions. Michele, I'm going to show it again. Everybody else, you've all done it, so just do them. Michele, I'm going to show them one more time, and I will verbally explain. Yeah? Go. So if you know it, just ignore me, then I'm going to repeat it. So we're starting with the knee slide pass. Here, I'm going to push their knees into them, step in, step out, knee slide. This hand was on the hip. This hand grabs the closer arm, pulls it in. This hand drops my elbow to the ground. I don't want to lean back, I want to lean forward. Slide, switch my hips, put my hand underneath the head. They're going to frame here. I'm going to pull this out. They're going to protect underneath. It's okay. I'm going to put the lapel on top of their wrist here. So the first one's an Americana. I'm going to put my hand underneath their shoulder. I'm going to pass the lapel to that hand and trap the hand, their hand there. I'm going to come over for the Americana. Elbow in their neck, hand on the wrist, let go of the lapel, come underneath, grab my own wrist, Americana. Number 2, put the lapel over, pass the lapel to my other hand, trap their arm, make my leg light, over and around, and from there I can also roll into a triangle. And last is the loop choke, loop choke. Here, trap, trap, hip hop your hand out. I'm gonna come in through that hole here. This hand comes in real deep, gets my tricep, Goes to the side of their neck. This pulls. Yeah, get it deeper, a little bit deeper. Yeah. Yep, karate chop the artery? Jugular? No, whatever. This one. Anatomy.
The sternocleidomastoid and then the carotid artery,
Yep.
Hey, so I lost a little tiny bit going to the triangle. I think probably just figuring out how my leg gets over, but
Yeah, that one might be a little bit harder for you with your legs so long, but let me see it. Do that movement and let me see where you're at. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So you are actually not going underneath the arm, you're actually going over it. So come back over. Watch here really quick. So when I trap the arm here, I'm trapping it and pressing it down onto the mat. And when I come over with my leg here, I'm going over the arm and underneath the head. I let go of the lapel as soon as my leg passes. I really need to fix my dummy. Yes, exactly. You can let go of the lapel now. Now that your leg is there, you don't need the lapel. Yeah. So don't let the lock stay open while you're rolling. You have to either lock it with your feet where it's not completely a figure four, but at least locked, or as you're going over, grab your shin. Don't keep it unlocked. Are you laughing at me, Sarah, because I'm explaining things with my fingers again? They're like legs. These are your legs. You're doing a triangle. Isn't the knee slide pass ahead on the mat pass?
Yeah, don't you usually have to pin either their shoulder or your head all the way to the mat?
That is like the most secure way to do it, yeah. I just usually, when I actually do the pass, I like in real life, I tend to just use my shoulder on their shoulder. Just to make it faster. Do you know what I mean? All right, is that enough time? I'm gonna let Michele finish her triangle. Okay. All right. So next we're going to do the opposite knee slide. I don't really know what it's called, where I'm abandoning the knee slide because they're defending so hard, but they're defending so hard to the other side that I just go to the other side. What I mean by that is I'm here and I'm pushing their legs in. I'm kind of trying to get here. And you know, I'm trying to get their legs to the side. They're defending really hard and pushing their legs that way. And I'm like, all right, well, cool. Let me just go that way then. So I'm going to go here. So really it's that step in, step my knee this way. But in practice, it's when somebody doesn't let you do a knee slide pass. So I'm here. Go to the other side so you guys can see me. I'm here. So I have one knee over and I have this leg. I'm going to put my elbow at the armpit here, and what is that? Back step. From here, I want to go to north-south, but instead, I'm going to do 3 submissions on my way to north-south. So the first one is I'm trying to move to north-south from here. So I'm here, and I've back stepped here, and I'm trying to move to north-south, and their hand is like flailing and trying to get in my way, and it ends up between my legs. I'm just going to kick this here, and now I got them stuck, and I can do I'm just going to do a wrist lock. Make this simple. Wrist lock here. But I have to make sure that I'm squishing the shoulder with my calf and my hamstring, quad, hamstring. Here. So that was me trying to get to north-south. That's submission 1. Submission 2 is I'm coming around and as I'm getting almost to north-south, they're going to use this hand, which I've abandoned trying to move. They're going to try to get up. They're trying to, underhook here. So I'll let them, and I'm going to use this hand that was not protected. So usually if I'm going to north-south, I'm protecting here. But now I didn't set up my block here, so they've underhooked here. But I'm like, well, whatever. That means that I can get a Kimura. So I'm going to go underneath. I'm going to step up the other leg. I'm going to pin the other arm and get them into this Kimura position here. So that's submission number 2 on my way to north-south. And then submission number 3 on my way to north-south. So I backstepped here, and I'm coming around to north-south, and now I've blocked. This time I'm blocking here. I'm already in north-south, but now I'm going to go further down. This arm is going to go underneath the neck, so I guess I'll show it on the other side. I'm coming north-south. I'm going to go lower. This arm's going to come underneath the neck here. And then this hand, I'm going to push their shoulder into them and flatten out here and block my legs this way. Does that make sense? That's the clock choke north-south. So I get fully north-south on the last one. So we're going to the opposite knee slide, and we backstep to the wrist lock, 1, the Kimura, 2, and then the north-south clock choke, 3. I will show them again, but let me see if you guys have any questions before I show them again and say more words. Okay, I will show them again anyway. If you already know it, do it, but I'm just going to, for the sake of the recording that I don't think anyone watches, I'm gonna do them again. Okay, so I will just do them all from this side. Push the knees into them. I am going for the knee slide. They push out that way. I put my knee on the same side, so I'm like parallel to them, but I don't like being parallel to them. So I will turn 90 degrees and put my.
Is that in actuality a bent knee that has a hook underneath you? Or is their leg up over your, yeah.
This one, I don't like them getting this. I will prevent that, and I will prevent that Usually by moving my leg or literally pushing the leg. Sometimes I'll get it on my shoulder. This is where that banana split is. But yeah, I don't, if you're here, you could still do the back step, but I don't like it because then they have a little bit of control.
So you're intentionally stepping in then, because like if I don't move my feet, then they have their leg is between my legs and then they have a hook.
If you don't move your feet. So which, oh, wait.
You can watch.
Okay, let me watch what you did.
Okay, I've stepped in for the knee slide I want.
Yes.
So, I mean, this leg is nearly between my legs.
Yeah.
I get that. And then I switch. Now this foot, I mean, you're saying I just step it in to get under.
You can step it in to get it under because you don't want them going underneath you.
Really?
Sometimes like they'll hook me and I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna back step anyway, it's all good. But sometimes they can hook you and then like flip you or make you over back step. Does that make sense? I don't think I'm making sense, but yeah.
All right, can you just show what you do without saying it?
Sure. And the first one is this guy. On the other side.
Cool.
Oh, we can play with it tomorrow.
Can you do the Kimura one again? Thanks.
The Kimura one is dependent on if they're trying to underhook and get on their knees or even their side. So which way should I go? I'll do both sides here. So I get here, I have my hand set over here, but then I'm going to move this leg around because I want to get all the way 180. And as I'm moving it, I just haven't set this up. They beat me in the timing and they'll underhook this way to get on their side and on their knees. But I'm just going to let them. I'm going to try to beat them on timing before they get on the knees. I need to complete my circle here. Right? So by this point, they'll get on their side, but I have already established this. I get here. It's hard to make the dummy do it. Like, it makes more sense in a human because they can actually just do the thing. All right, time. How did everyone feel about all of those transitions? Yeah? Okay. Don't forget, there's always a banana split in your first back step. The banana split, when you split their legs, like this.
When we split them or they split us?
Oh no, you split them because. Okay, wait, let me explain what I mean, I guess. So, when you do that opposite side knee slide, like you can come here and not do the full back step where you're just kind of sitting here. You'll get here and then banana split them. Yeah?
So is that a submission? That seems like it would hurt.
Submission, and it works mostly on guys, sort of, because they'll also, their legs are pretty strong, so they'll like try to not let you do that. But you can try to get the submission with your head on this side. It's just harder to keep the head on this side, which is actually harder just to do. You'll get the submission.
I think I'd probably tap if someone did that to me.
What?
I've had to tap from that.
Have I done it to you? Or did you else? Are you nodding that I did it to you? Okay. All right.
I have an unrelated question for if your dummy does something else.
If your dummy does something else, like it starts getting up and moving, yep, go on.
Thanks for the nightmares. So if when you're trying to back yourself up into north-south after you've already done that back step, if they're on the floor and they're like the arm that you're trying to get over, they're basically framed like this so that you can't keep moving back. Like, how do you get over that arm?
You don't. You go back into side control. If that arm is framing, then it's off the mat, which means that you can go back into regular side control. So what I mean by that is like, say you're over here, you back step, and they're framing here, right? So from here, without leaning back like this arm, right now my elbow is underneath. Right now my elbow is underneath here, and I'm leaning forward like this, and I'm trying to scoot back. I'm going to try to get my elbow this way, and then I'm going to come over here, which is not like the most ideal side control. I mean, you could also, you know, just do those kinds of side controls where you push it, you know, your pressure down, because I don't have the head, but I can still like come all the way to beach body. So I can come from here, like this is essentially beach body towards the legs. Like I can go all the way into beach body the other way here and start messing with the arms that are annoying the shit out of me. Yeah? We can address that next week. We can address those transitions because that'll be good. All right, put away your dummies. Any other questions before we do the thing? All right. So today we're gonna do diamond push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 things. We're gonna do diamond push-ups, then leg lifts side to side, then legs straight up and crunches touching your toes. Then the push-ups where you tap your shoulders, after each push-up. Then Russian twists, V-ups, and then pike push-ups. So we have 7 things, and I'll call them all out. Do you guys have any questions on any of those things? I'm going to put it back over there. We're starting off with diamond push-ups. Are you all ready? Okay, I'm pressing play. All right, next are leg lifts side to side. So you're literally just side-siding. All right, legs straight up and crunches. All right, next are push-up with a shoulder tap in between. Next are Russian twists. Next are V-ups. You do modified V-ups, because I'm about to do modified V-ups. Next are pike push-ups, and that's the last one. That is all. My arms are really fatigued because I did something similar to that, but Tabata style, and 2 rounds for the gymnastics class I had to teach on Wednesday.
I'm sweating. That was good. Always good. Thank you, Coach.
No problem.
The story time, 8:30, Jen, is what you said?
Story time, yes.
Okay. I'll take a shower and eat and pop in and say hi.
Yeah, stop by. I don't think there's that many people coming this time, so definitely not going to take an hour and a half.
I saw it for some reason. I thought it was in a couple weeks, so I'm just a spaz.
It was pretty last minute.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah. Oh.
Amy.